As Kristen mentioned, I'm to talk a little bit about how we got here, and particularly as it relates to this facility, the Black Belt Market Innovation Center. The center started long before there was a building, so to speak. A lot of entities, a lot of organizations, a lot of people, a lot of farmers, whether it be state agencies, Department of Ag, USDA, universities, and alike, put a lot of energy into doing what they do best, and that is producing food, providing the education, research, training, wherever the space that you find yourself in. So let's just imagine, kind of go with me, where farmers were doing what they do best, producing food, feeding you. They had businesses on the side of the road, whether it be farmers markets, locations supplying local stores, what have you. But then these visions began to occur, say, we can do better, we can evolve. And so the vision of working with groups that were in East Alabama, Central Alabama, West Alabama, South Alabama, no matter where you happen to be, there was always more, because you start to imagine the world's population is getting bigger, larger. You start thinking like larger corporate America. Then if the population is close to 8 billion now, and 20 years from now it's going to be 10 billion, or 9 or 10 billion, how are we going to supply all of this food to these people? Because the population of the world is growing, it's not getting smaller. So you begin to forge ideas and visions on how best to do that. We can't operate in our own little vacuums. We've got to come together. And that's what this is all about. Look at you. You're here because you're part of the solution. People, organizations, entities working together. So that's why I say this building is just part of it. You know, this used to be a fun zone, an entertainment center for kids. There was a church. The first time I walked in this building, there was a church inside this building. The church being the people who came and congregated every Sunday. Well, when Kristen made reference to a lot of people doing a lot of work, we had to go, and I had the group of us, visiting packaging facilities in Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida. I'm looking across the room now, there's a couple of people who probably cursed me out, going down, took a plane ride down to South Florida to see what some of those big companies and some of the even smaller ones were doing down there. One of the farmers had never been on a plane before. And this particular plane ride, I can talk about this all day, so stop me, Kristen. Farmer had never been on a plane ride. We're going to just show them how it can be done. It was the worst storm that particular day that you can imagine being on a plane. And this farmer looked back at me, he cursed me out and said, man, if you ever ask me to get back, go anywhere with you, you know. And then there was going down to Tennessee, going through some of those Appalachian areas up in eastern Tennessee and North Carolina. And someone said, Miles, will you take the wheel from Barrett, give him jump. I'm riding with him, so he's gonna kill me. Will you take the wheel from Barrett? Barrett forgot to take the doggone automatic, you know what I'm trying to say, the automatic off of the doggone drive of the van, going down a hill doing 75 miles an hour and curve at the same time. So we're visiting, I'm putting a little fun in it because we visited a lot of facilities like this one to get an idea of what can be done, what has to be done to bring people together. Looking at equipment that was required, looking at the processing systems and that kind of thing. And then being able to go to the bank who was trying to sell this property and sit and talk with the president of that bank. It's Marion Bank at the time, Marion Bank and Trust over in Marion, Alabama. And so states, Department of Ag, state legislature of the universities working in concert with Auburn, Alabama A&M, Tuskegee. So there's no vacuum. We're all working together to make these things happen, find the resources that are necessary to come together to make this happen. So that's part of the vision. As we look back, when Chris asked me, kind of step back a few years ago and see we're driving trucks, forklifts, pallet jacks, you name it, doing what's required, whatever's necessary, whatever means necessary to get it done. So we want to applaud, first of all, those farmers, particularly in this area and around the Black Belt, who hung in there. The John Browns, the Andrew Williams and his group, the East Alabamas, the George Halls, the Cottage House, Al Hooks, Warren Ford. Warren is the one who cursed me out on the plane, told me that. I'm calling names. But anyway, all of you, the farmers, you're the ones who actually hung in there. You're the ones. I have to give the credit to the farmers, because without them, the others of us, the universities, the community-based organizations, the states and the feds and all of that, you gave us the mission and objectives to help you. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. So you're the guys who hung in there. So applaud you. Kristen, I know she's walking too much. She won't take this mic from me because I'll be here all day. Thank you so much. And we look forward to working. Any questions?